Alex, I want to thank you for coming to camp. My name is Thad Johnson with ABC, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at your video here today. Want to talk about a couple things. Start with we're gonna talk about your setup, okay? And ideally when guys set up and they come set, get ready to deliver the pitch. I like to have my guys relaxed, okay? And if you take a look at your back elbow right here, so just key on your back elbow right there. It's you're real stiff, okay? You kind of have a rigid setup. Your weight is forward. It's not on your back leg, and really even with the height of your glove on your set right here, with the height of your glove on your set, you're really just putting yourself in a position of non-relaxation. You're not relaxed, and when guys aren't relaxed, their muscles are stiff, and they tend to force everything. Okay, so I would just really like you to just get your weight back on that back foot, okay, and relax the back elbow a little bit. I'm sure you've been told, it's almost like hitting. You want to be nice and loose, your muscles nice and relaxed. They work a lot faster, okay. Moving on, we're going to talk about your balance position, okay, and when guys go to a balance, what I like to see pitchers who do all their work over the rubber, okay? And what that really means is if I draw a line right here, draw this straight line up through what should be up through roughly the center of your body when you lift your leg and get to the top of the delivery, the balance position, okay? It should be at the center of your body, and as you can see, the majority of your body, okay, and your weight is in front of this line, which means your weight already wants to go forward before you even get to a point where it needs to go forward. Okay, so a great drill to work on this. Okay, a great drill to work on this is just getting in front of a mirror, okay, and just go ahead and take a look at your body. Okay, take a look at your body and see what it looks like when you move your feet. When you lift your leg up to the top of the delivery, and see if you can hold the balance. And then after you do mirror work, you kind of just do what you want to do is you want to get yourself in a position where you don't have anything to look at, and you can close your eyes and feel your body work to a balanced position without falling forward. Because I got to believe right now, if you look at this video right here, if I were to tell you to stop at the top of your delivery, and once you started, you wouldn't be able to stop and stay over that rubber. You would fall forward. Okay, so go ahead and all we're doing is you're just gonna take your weight, and if you use your head as a reference point, we just need to get it back this way. Okay, we just want to go ahead and get your head back up over here behind your leg. And that's going to go ahead and take care of a lot of your weight issues. Okay, moving on to the direction of your delivery. The one thing I want to focus on with you, Alex, is your hips. Okay, your hips right here, as you start to fall, are in a level position, almost pointed downwards. I mean, your whole almost approach to home plate at this point is almost it's falling forward. Again, it's a product of the lack of balance at the beginning of your delivery, but everything is pointed down. And what I like to see, okay, as guys make their way towards home plate, is a cocking action of the hips. Okay, and if you take a look at your hips right here, and I draw a line, they're straight. Okay. What we'd like to see is guys' hips, okay, loaded and have a slight tilt on them, okay. When guys' hips have tilt, they keep their weight back, and they will get that nice snap, quick rotation through the baseball at release. And with your hips being flat like they are and just kind of leveled out, the only thing that you're going to have to you're really not going to use your lower half. All your energy is going to come from whatever arm strength, whatever core strength you have on the top half of your body, and you're not going to maximize the strength in your legs. Okay, so and really again, a drill for this: get yourself in front of a mirror so you can see it, and you cock your hips. You're not turning. You're not going to dip. Your shoulders are still going to stay level. If I back you up in a position where you can feel this, you go into that balanced position or get to the top of your delivery, and what you do is you just feel your left butt cheek almost feels like it'll go forward a little bit. Okay, it's going to feel like it's going to go forward a little bit. You're going to feel a lot of pressure. Okay, you're going to feel a lot of pressure on the inside of your knee and the inside of your foot. As you cock your as you cock your hip back. All right. Now, the one thing you definitely need to pay attention when you're doing this in front of the mirror is pay attention to your shoulders, because your shoulders are still going to stay forward. They will not rotate or they will not load up with the hips. All right. So they are separate. Your lower half and your top half are separate. And what's going to happen is as you go to home, your weight they will uncoil themselves. And you'll start to open up, your hips will start to open up, your top half is still going to stay closed, and it's just going to almost be like you almost feel an acceleration through the baseball. So we talk about the direction of your body, and we get out to where you're going to start rotating. And the first thing that we talk about when our foot lands is our landing leg and our landing toe pointed towards home plate. And you are, Alex, you're a little closed off. You're a little closed off. You pay attention to this circle right here. It's a little slow here. If you pay attention to your toe right there, Mark, I'm going to erase it right now. You're just you're a little closed off. Okay, and what this does is it kind of gums up your delivery a little bit. It'll cause a deacceleration in the lower half because you can't get your backside through. And to compensate for that, a lot of guys are going to want to open up their top half earlier to drag the baseball and pull the baseball through. Okay, and another thing we look for at foot strike and just before release, okay, is where is our top half? And what you would like to see is you'd like to see the top half elbow slightly above the shoulder, which you are. Okay, which you are. And then you'd like to see a closed off front side. Okay, a closed off front side. And it appears, Alex, that your top half is just open just a hair. It's just that shoulder and that elbow is kind of starting to head off out here towards the trees. Okay, and if you notice, your hips are doing the same thing. Okay, your hips are starting to open up a little bit. Now your hips should be opening up, okay, towards those trees at this point in the delivery. But that top half needs to stay closed towards home plate. The one thing I always tell my guys is you do not have to your brain does not have to tell your top half to open up. You don't have to think about it. One thing guys need to focus on is they need to focus on staying closed, okay? Because to deliver a pitch, you will have to open up your top half. It's going to happen, okay? Too many guys try to force that action of the delivery, and they end up opening up way too early, and they it's called pulling off the baseball or flying open, okay? And it's just one thing that all pitchers want to stay away from. Okay, we start talking about releasing the baseball. You're in a great position. Okay, your head seems to be on line. You got a little slight tilt in your head. If you look at your head right here. Okay, you got just a slight tilt to the left side of your delivery. And again, a lot of this is going to be caused because of that early weight finishing your delivery just a hair. Your lower half is, you're not going to use your lower half as much. It's going to blow out early. Your top half is going to have to compensate for it, and you're going to pull off just a little bit. What you do a great job of, Alex, and I want to note, is it's really keeping your glove in line. You do a good job with your front side to keep it closed up as much as possible, and that's a good thing. You know, a lot of guys like to get real loose with that front side, and which oftentimes you'll see it traveling behind the body at release, and really seeing the top half of the delivery break down. And you do a good job of fixing this. As we move on to the release of the baseball, okay, I want you to be less concerned with where the ball goes. And as you can see, as your arm is deaccelerating through, you're picking your head up almost as if you want to look at it. And what you're seeing is you're seeing your top half stand up. Okay, your top half is standing up, and your arm is not. Okay, your arm has not finished getting all the way to your belt or your hip. Okay, so if you move this forward right here, as your arm moves forward, you're standing up through the pitch. Okay. Now this is an injury prevention kind of analysis right here at this point in delivery. Too many guys, they cut off the delivery. They're so worried about what's going to happen, okay, after the ball is thrown, that they really deaccelerate their delivery on purpose. They hit the brakes. Now you want to allow your body to slow down as natural, as natural as possible, which means you really shouldn't be stopping your arm, okay? And it's not that you stop your arm, but because you stand up through your delivery, okay, you cut off your motion. And guys with good finishes, okay, we'll back you up here. Guys with good finishes, and guys that do a great job of getting through the baseball where their arm slot is, okay, at release. So you talk about you're releasing the ball somewhere in, let me just show you something right here. So there's your release. So to back up, guys that release the baseball, okay, in this position right here, or any position, their lower half, their back leg, their trailing leg, if they're doing a great job using their lower half, finishing the pitch off, being strong through the baseball, okay, kicking through the ball, that leg is going to travel into that same spot. And as you can see, you have no lower half. You're finished with your delivery right here, and your foot is getting to this position right here. Okay, that back foot, if you finish with a nice long finish, okay, that back foot is going to be up in this position right here. It may not get to the exact release point that you release with your hand or you release the baseball. It might not get to your arm slot release, but it's going to be higher up. Okay, your back is going to be flat. Excuse me. You kind of have that flat back finish. Okay, and not stand up through the pitch. So just to back up a little bit, kind of talk about the three things to work on. Okay, is going to be balanced position. I'd like to see the balanced position be over the rubber. Okay, mirror work. Mirror work is a great way to fix this. Okay, dry work. You basically do your pitching delivery in front of the mirror. Do it dry. Do it with your eyes closed. When your eyes close, your balance really, those senses really take over, and you really got to have a good feeling for your delivery. Okay, I just do all our guys will do. We'll spend a few minutes every day doing a balanced lift drill. They'll get get to a set position, they'll lift and then balance. Okay, they'll lift and then they'll balance. And and it is as boring as it sounds. They do this stuff every single day. Okay, and we're looking at this video again. This pitch right here. You're just going to go ahead and you're going to come set. And on your set, where's your weight? It's forward. It needs to be back. Okay. You can even see your glove moving forward right there before you take off. Relax your back elbow. Okay. As you get deeper into games, you want to conserve energy, and this right here is expending a lot of energy just keeping that elbow high and rigid. Okay, so we start to lift. We need to be back. Weight needs to be back. Hips need to load. Not just going to swing your leg backwards. You need to get your whole entire body back over your right leg, back over the rubber. Get to a balance point, and one way to get to a balance point is if you're going to throw the ball directly up in the air. That's one way you're really going to start to feel those hips load. Okay, as you make your way towards home plate, the hips need to be cocked. They need to be back. Your head's on line. You do a good job here. You're on line. You good separation. Okay, you have a pretty good. You have a firm base at foot strike. But again, your back foot in this pitch right here, you're a little bit more opened up. On that front foot was a little bit better, but you're in a solid position. Okay, everything starts to move forward. Now you release the ball. Let's go ahead and get through it just with the hand. Finish. Get out over that front leg. Okay, get that chest. Get that chest. And get that thing over that front leg over here. Okay. Get that thing over that front leg, you're going to get through the ball a lot quicker, or a lot better. Okay, and what you're going to hopefully find is everything's going to be down. Your breaking pitches are going to be sharper. Your fastball should be a little bit firmer, and most importantly, you're going to go ahead and save yourself from injury. And that really is, the concern for any pitcher is where are you? Where are you? Okay. In terms of arm health throughout the course of, not just a game, but a season. So that's about all I have for you, Alex. I want to, again, thank you for coming to camp. I hope to see you out there again sometime soon.